So she did so what was her name again? Cat Caliente or something like that? Cat Liente? Cat Liente, yeah. Hey, cool mess. Yeah, so she finally finally responded after like 2 weeks or so, right? When we watched this video a while back or so. And then apparently like two of the members of the lolly group or so is got suspended or so off Twitter. And apparently she decided to respond, and well, it doesn't look like it's going good there, champs. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it doesn't look like it's gonna be good. So shall we take a look? Let's take a look, shall we? It can't be that bad.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here.
Can't be that
so after
bad.
2 weeks of
okay, it can't be that bad, right?
of radio silence, we have finally gotten an official response from the content creator Cat Liente, or simply known as Cat. She released a Google Doc going over the recent drama she's been involved in. And
it's funny that she calls herself Cat Liente, right? Because in Spanish it means hot. So that's basically what it is. Got banned and one just graduate. Oh, right. Okay. So one got banned and the other one graduate. Okay. It's kind of funny that her name is called Cat Liente, right? Because it's in Spanish or so it just means hot, you know? That's it. It just means hot. That's it. Caliente. So.
And let me just say before we get into the Google Doc, it's really messy and made things a lot worse. Now, how did we get here? Well, Kat is a content creator who's been around for a very long time, but has recently made a very dramatic shift in her content. So here is a screenshot of her YouTube videos from only 2 months ago, where you can see the common theme in all of these videos.
The reason why is because they're not making any views. You know, you can see there's no views in this. You know, look at all the views. You don't even see the views.
Is giving advice to streamers to help promote and grow their career as a content creator. However, this is what her channel looks like now over the past 2 months. A complete 180. She is now releasing exclusively VTuber and art-related drama.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait. I know this dude. Wait. I know this guy right here. I've interacted with him before. Wait, what the fuck? She made a video on him? Hold on, wait. What the fuck? I know him. What the hell? What the fuck? VTuber was exposed for cheating and manipulating? What the fuck? I fucking know him. What the fuck is this? Oh my, I've interacted with him before. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. What? It's like an hour long. What the hell? Okay, I gotta know about this later. What the fuck, dude?
And the reason is very obvious, okay? The main reason she's doing this is because it gets more views. Her older videos about advice for content creators get around 1,000 views per video. These drama videos get between 20 to 100,000 views per video. I think that is the main.
It's because drama pulls in the views, man. Drama pulls in the views, you know. I'll be honest with you, it's true. It's a true factual thing, you know. People gravitate towards negativity stuff, you know, compared to positive things, you know.
Main reason she has completely done a 180 on her content. However, when you make content about sensitive and controversial topics, there's a lot at stake. And this video made a lot of mistakes and caused a lot of damage.
I just don't understand, right? Because like I watch Sensitive Society, right? Because Sensitive Society does like the commentary style videos, right? He owns up to his mistakes if he makes a mistake and whatnot, right? So it's just kind of like, you know, I don't understand why she just doesn't own up to her mistakes. She's like, oh, you know, hey, I'm sorry, you know, if she does it in like in the next video or something like, hey, you know, I just want to make an update or something, you know, my bad, you know, I didn't mean to do this and blah 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 blah, you know, I want to change some subjects here and there and all this other shenanigans, you know. So it's just like I don't understand specifically why just some people just don't own up to their like mistakes that they made or so, you know. I just don't get it.
So this video is titled, "This Lolly VTuber Group Started a Hate Campaign Against Another VTuber." This was uploaded about 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, this screenshot was taken on July 22nd, only a few days after that video was released. And also, this was taken before I made any official response to it. And you can see there was already a lot of blowback on this video. Why is that? Well, she framed this video in a very disingenuous way. She framed this situation as one VTuber making a very passive comment about this lolly VTuber group, who then, the lolly VTuber group, would go out on a hate campaign and start harassing all of these innocent VTubers. However, that is not the actual story. The real story is that a bunch of VTubers, probably around a couple hundred VTubers, launched a unilateral harassment campaign against this lolly VTuber group, dogpiling them, calling them predators, calling them racists, to the point where one of the members of this group, a pregnant woman, made an attempt on her own life. That's how crazy things got. And it was around that time where this VTuber group.
Goddamn, there's why is everyone named Dark? We have 3 Darks in the chat now. we have Darkness Whale, we have Darkits, and then now we have Dark Cider. Damn, all the dark side people are coming out now. Jesus Christ.
Response. They defended themselves and made some inflammatory remarks and encouraged people in the group to
Niji are getting what they deserve. What the fuck what happened to Niji Sanji this time? What happened to this time? Oh my god, dude. I swear to God, man.
Report some of these harassers, and then that Discord
trying to change my name too. No, don't do it. We are the Dark Delegation. What can I say? Dark mode saves energy.
Message was quickly deleted. That is the story.
Fucking A, you guys are
However,
fucking
Cat
wild,
framed it as this lolly VTuber group being the instigators and the aggressive party in this situation, when that is totally the opposite of the truth. And her response to that initial wave of criticism a few weeks ago was to talk on stream about it, where she made this infamous clip where she said the lolly VTuber group was too small to ever hope to put a dent in her career.
The parent company of any color, their shares fell to the lowest ever. Damn, dark step of the Dark Delegation.
And that's
we'll take a look
where
at it
I
after.
got involved, because I saw that clip and I was like, yep, this needs to be talked about. This is ridiculous. And if you want the full breakdown, you can check out this video. I'll put it in the description. But 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks had passed since I made this video, and her video was getting a lot of blowback, and there was nothing until yesterday. And why did that happen? Well, I think it has to do with this totally unrelated third party here. I bring this person up because they are someone whose content looks very similar to what Kat might have uploaded a few months ago before this big shift in her content. And this person named Ty would make a post quoting that clip yesterday saying, hey, at Catliente, can you please address this? Been following for a while and applied for Creator Royale 1 and 2. I'm very disappointed by this response. You built your platform on supporting small creators, but when called out by small creators, you say womp womp. And then you would see updates from this content creator. Apparently, Kat was talking to them in DMs. So we had 2 weeks of radio silence, and all of a sudden, this content creator calls them out, and now we're getting movement from Kat. And we would get this Google Doc. She would release this yesterday.
Oh no! Oh no! And also I heard about that. We'll talk about everything that's happened. I'm gonna start to claim everyone now. You dark now, Co.
And she would give her official response to everything that's been happening the past couple of weeks. So let's jump into the beginning right here, where she says she doesn't want to stir up drama, and she's trying to get a better picture of everything to make this response. But down here she says this: from my understanding of what transpired, a few VTubers had made tweets stating lolly content makes them uncomfortable around June 30th. A VTuber had then made a post sharing a tweet one of the Lollipop VTubers made, stating that makes them uncomfortable. In the tweet, the Lollipop member's name was cropped out. And in Kat's video, she would show this tweet she's referencing, and she made it seem like this was the only tweet that started everything. Like, this was the only thing. This one Niyumi person made this one tweet, and then the girls at the Lolly VTuber group would then launch a harassment campaign, when that is not the truth. And in her video, and now even in her Google Doc, she is still not acknowledging what actually happened. Speaking of this Niyumi person, this innocent...
So you're telling me is that they still haven't done the research that they needed to do. So you're telling me that after 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, they still didn't do the research to do a clarification of understanding the situation. I see. I see. That's just quite a lot about a person too, as well. You know, that they don't do, they don't do their due diligence of research before, addressing any situations or any matters.
Innocent party. They were not so innocent. I showed this in my previous video and it's still not in her Google Doc. She was going on a harassment campaign. She was really the instigator.
Okay, so let's see. I'm so jealous. Never mind. We're up right now. I want to block and report them though, so maybe DM them to me because it's quite honestly disgusting me that there are people like this. I got you. This is you should be ashamed. This is a VTuber. This is a VTuber like people actually watch. That's actually the most craziest thing in my entire life, to be honest. Lolly, what, you scared of a little four-letter word? Keep yourself safe. To be honest, it's not that I have a problem with all lollies. Is that I have a problem with people who intentionally become a lolly to then over sexualize themselves while purposely designing themselves and saying and doing things to come off as childlike as much as possible. I've met a lolly tuber that was super against the sexualizing stuff and learned more into their love of Lolita fashion. Probably the only normal lolly tuber I have ever met. I never said it to the girls. I said it to a lolicon, lol. Or how about hating someone on one piece? Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Well, that was not great. Something about darling or so here. So, yeah.
Of this all. She was egging them on. She was bragging about them blocking her. She was telling other people and encouraging them to falsely report their accounts. She even told other users defending this lolly VTuber group to game end themselves. And she would go on stream, on Ilara's stream, going over the situation about a week or two ago, and clarify that she didn't say the game ending comments to the girls in the group. She was just saying it to another user who was defending them over fictional content. Insane.
Yeah, so you know how like in the old times, right, where I think it was during the Leafy era, right? KYS is like to kill yourself, right? Apparently now the new version of it is keep yourself safe. Apparently that's the new, kill yourself, basically. That's basically the new version, So it's very interesting.
And also, Cat ignores all of this. And this is only a tiny snapshot.
What is this? If I had a nickel for every time I distance myself from someone with red flags in the VTubing space and they rebranded it into a full-on toddler / lolly as an adult, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird. It happened twice. If you're following me and support these girls, please unfollow me. I'm not comfortable with grown women acting like children and being not only extremely sexual, but using slurs as well. What the fuck? Oops, I'm not letting you promote pedophiles on my page. Enjoy the hid debut reply. Like, what possesses them to switch teams like that? It's even more alarming when moots. Like, it's funny because like these people like I assume Bunny X Bunny is a VTuber. This is also a VTuber because they have a V in their name, right? And this is also this one right here is a 3D is a VTuber as well. Yeah, I know. It's so weird. They're so asphyxiated over like a 2D image. It's like it's not that crazy, to be honest. Says a person wanting to grow play with toddlers. Nah, I don't care what's behind the model. Could be a guy for all I care. Pretty base in my personal opinion. I want to see cute anime stuff. Thanks. It's pretty base. I'm not gonna lie, that guy is pretty base in my personal opinion. You can go watch moe anime, not grown-ups, asking if you want to fuck a toddler. What? Y'all toddler cons? And your wait, what is it? And your it's just cute stuff. Ooh, fucking disgusting. What? This makes no sense. This is like broken English here. Dude, this is crazy in my personal opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it's weird because these I assume this is a VTuber just because the way of their profile or so. I know this one is a VTuber. This one is a VTuber because they had the 3D arc or so. So that means they're doing a 3D model season or so with this. So I'm gonna be honest with you. There's actually people who watch these people, so
of the harassment they face before they ever responded to anyone. There are people.
It's kind of saddening in my personal opinion.
Things, calling them racist, calling them.
See, like I know that some of my YouTube comments are like saying like it's like, how come you're not part of the? I was like, there's no way you're not part of the VTuber community. This is probably one of the reasons why I'm just not. I don't associate being part of the VTuber community, just because of this specific reason. It's just like there's just these kinds of people who are like, I guess you can say they're tourists, you know? These people are tourists, okay? Like I don't mind new people coming in, right? And like trying it out, you know, and like or like when it comes to anime specifically, right? They come watch anime and stuff like that, you know. That's cool that they enjoy our media, right? I don't mind that specifically. But the problem is like they come in here and try to dictate our community of what to do, you know? When that shit's been there for years. The lolly and the whole lolicon has been there for years, you know. It's been there for such a long time, you know. And you can say, you know, it's weird and everything, right? Like it's fine, right? You can say it's weird. That's okay. That's fine. If you don't like it, you just block it and then move on. That's pretty much it, you know. There's the option there. They give you humans options, right? For you to block it and then move on. That's it. It's literally it. It's not that fucking hard. It's not rocket science for you to like go through like 10 hoops or so for you to block something or something like that. No, it's just you press like a couple buttons and then that's it. You move on. That's it. You know, if you don't like it, you don't like it, you know? But you can't just dictate someone's life or so if they like that specific content, you know? That's their way of liking it, you know? They can say the same thing whatever you specifically like. There's probably something weird that you enjoy, right? There's probably something that's pretty weird that you enjoy that other people don't like, you know, and they'll call you out specifically on that, you know? It's just the same thing. You can't just dictate somebody. You can't just dictate the community and have it your way. That's not how it works. The world doesn't revolve, you know, around you, you know? That's just not how it works specifically. Nothing in this world should be bending the knee to you whatsoever. Nobody should be bending the knee for you. Not a single thing, you know? I don't care who you are, what you do. You have no rights whatsoever for like things to be bending the knee to you, you know? It's just like, bro, come on, dude. Like, let's be serious here. Like, let's all be honest here. Grow up. Like
all these terrible, awful things, and this was omitted from all of Kat's responses in the video and in the Google Doc. So she also continues to ignore that one of the members, Riri here, one of the members of this VTuber group, the harassment got so bad that she, as a pregnant woman, made an attempt on her own life.
That's probably the most craziest thing. This is goodbye, everyone. I've had enough. You're all going to get what coming to you. But I have been through enough BS. Quiet or not enough is enough, and it's not worth leaving for anymore. This was a reply to her serious suicide. Maybe you should start thinking about the child in your belly and stop sexualizing children. You are literally perpetuating the situation that happened to you, stoking the fires of men and women who want to sexually harm children. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a person who's a Twitch streamer too as well. They have TTV in their name. That's even more sad, to be honest. Like, these are actual little people, like, streaming. They're either VTubers or anything like that. And they actually promote violence against other people. That is, like, the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen so much hostility, like, ever, to be honest. Like, in the Void is completely different. Like, in the Void, we are not like this whatsoever. Like seriously, I just don't understand. Even coming to this world, I'm just always so baffled of how most of these like humans, right, just react this way and act this way. You know, like I think it's okay. You know, like they think it's okay to act like this. You know, it's just so wild to me. Like I can just never like understand personally. I'm just like, what? It's like, why are you? What the fuck is this?
This tweet saying these things was mocked by these harassers that were going after this group. They were encouraging her to follow through on this stuff. They were mocking her misery. This is the kind of harassment they were facing. So color me shocked when eventually the girls in the group would respond a bit emotionally to what's going on. And she addresses this in the Google Doc, saying the Lollipop girls were upset about these posts.
It's pretty common in America. That's the most weirdest thing I've ever heard, in my personal opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why, because I've never grew up with the internet, so. But like, damn, dude, that's dumb. I grew up with Call of Duty lobbies. That's about it. So you know. But I'm like, at the end of the day, right? In a Call of Duty game, right? It's all jokes and everything, right? But like for this specifically, having like more than like, because like in a Call of Duty lobby, right? It's usually like one person will start shit talking another person, right? It's like kind of like a 1-to-1 kind of type of thing, right? But like have it like massively times that by like 100 or so, you know? Having 100 people coming after you like that at the same time is a little bit jarring, in my personal opinion, you know? Yeah, I praise their moms a lot in COD Warzone lobbies. Yeah, it's because like the problem, you know, the differences between a COD lobby, right, that I grew up, right, you're mostly arguing against like one person on the opposite team. 9 times out of 10, that's usually how it is, right? But then times that by like 100 or 200 times or so, right, in a single lobby, right, you have like 100 or 200 or 300 people in the lobby shitting on you and like wishing death upon you, you know, it kind of does get to you after a while, you know, especially if they're all doing it at the same time. But I do not say anything rude to a lady, no matter what she did. Yeah, even then, it's just like it's just them having fun, you know, just being lollies. It's not that crazy, to be honest. 100% believe they're the same people who are against abortions but aren't happy welfare takes money out of the people. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like, these kinds of people, like, these are other people that stream. They either stream, do VTubing stuff, right? They're VTubers, quote unquote, quotation marks, VTubers. I'm gonna put out quotation marks because the way how they act or so is not very VTuber-ish. I feel like some people forgot the reason of VTubing, right? Is to, you know, is to basically like act out as an anime character, you know, entertain their audiences, you know, get them away from their worries or so. That's what I believe what VTubing is. I think for me personally, that's the definition of VTubing, is to entertain your audiences, act out as a specific character, you know, act out an anime character that you are portraying as, you know, voice actor so. And just have a fun time. That's it. Personally, that is my definition of VTubing. So I'm just saying, you know, I don't know if there's a new version of what VTubing is, but that's how I see it. That's how I've always seen it, and that's how I always take it personally. So
the crop tweet being the final straw, ignoring everything else. The Lollipops then mobilized their Discord to mass report these 5 VTubers making subtweets, successfully getting 2 banned. They then told their Discord to start emailing one of the VTubers partnerships, trying to...
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem for some of these VTubers specifically. They do use it as keyboard warriors. And also, I do not consider VTweeters, right? VTweeters, I do not consider them as VTubers. So, hey, comedy. I'm gonna be honest with you. VTweeters, I do not consider them as VTubers. I'll be very honest with you. You know, 9 times out of 10, a lot of VTweeters are just mostly people who are always on Twitter all the time. You know, they're just literally just kind of like wasting their time being on Twitter. So yeah.
To impact their income. Yeah, the person in question here about the sponsorship would come out and say that was not actually happening and the sponsorship was fine. And she completely ignores that again. But that was her understanding at the time when she streamed this on July 8th, because she streamed this on July 8th, but then uploaded the video about 2 weeks later. And this was when the group finally responded, right? This is what she referred to in the video. She said there was one tweet One subtweet, and then this was the response.
VTweeters are the dark side of VTubers. They are a source of cringe. I don't think I've ever met a VTweeter, but hopefully I don't, to be honest. I've never really confronted myself to a VTweeter, so I don't know. So most of my VTubers friends all stream, you know, they all have fun with their community and everything like that. So, you know, like Natsuko, Mikan, you know, EXO, Sai-chan, you know, all of my VTuber friends. So
response from the girls in the Discord server. Admittedly, a mistake, an emotional response where they said they need to report all these harassers and they want them to basically be forced to graduate.
Well, practically every retweeter is a VTweeter. Hi, and this girl again. Hey, Never.
At that point.
Yeah, I know this girl's finally is back after almost 3 weeks. Yeah, she's back in the news again, so.
Okay, obviously an emotional response, but I show all of the harassment they were facing not to excuse what this response was. I show it to give you an understanding of where they were at mentally before they made this response. The harassment they were facing was insane, okay? These are human beings.
Damn, I guess I should probably do a lolly arc or so, you know, in the future.
Make mistakes, and they were facing a mountain of harassment. So it's
just to rile Twitter's jammies or so, you know, just become like a lolly or so for like a couple months or so, just to rile up Twitter, you know, a little bit, and then probably post like some kind of lewd lolly or so on Twitter. Be like, yeah, you know, just do that, you know. You're wild, hey man, you know what? I like to mess with, you know, Twitter needs to be messed with, to be honest. They need to learn the difference between it. Lollyco would be lit. Yeah, I would do it. I would do it just to like mess with Twitter, you know, just the Twitter people. Oh my god, there's so many darks out here. There's Dark Knight now. There's Dark Knight. There's Dark Cider. There's Dark Kits. There's fucking Dark Whales. How many darks are there? Where's this delegation of darks coming from? What is this shenanigans? Why is there so many darks here? The route of shit posting? Yeah, but at least I would give good quality shit post, at least, you know. I would put like a good art piece up, you know. That's dark. God damn it, dude. Hey, Dark Knights, how you doing there, hun? Welcome. I have apparently every single dark is in this chat or so, which is very interesting. We got Dark Cider, we have Dark Knight, we have Dark Kits, we have a Dark Whale in here. We're getting the whole posse in here, aren't we, huh?
Understandable that they wouldn't have the best response.
You know which one we need? You know what we need specifically? We need a Dark Guardian. That's what we need. We need a Dark Guardian in here, a Dark Hound or something. What other dark shenanigans was? I don't know. It's just other anything else. So we're just missing a Guardian and a Hound. That's about it. You know, we got the Dark Knight over here.
To everything going on. In fact, I think Kat in this situation has been under
the dark side is strong in this stream.
And I don't think you've handled it the best way. So who are you to judge their response in this situation when they were facing harassment from hundreds, if not thousands of users on Twitter, calling them every terrible thing under the sun?
If there is anything you need, let me know, Your Highness.
Don't worry, it's okay. But welcome to the streamer zone. My name is Nyaru. Oh fuck, damn! I completely forgot my intro. Holy shit! God damn! I'm a fucking name. My name is Nyaru. I am a Lovecraftian VTuber. There you go. Sorry. I completely forgot my intro. Holy shit! God damn. If there's anything you need, let me know. Your thighness. Join the dark side. But welcome, Marcel. I hope you enjoy your stay here. You know, I'm not really much of a crazy VTuber. I'm a pretty chill VTuber, so anyone can come hang out with me at any time. So, you know, don't be afraid, YouTube frogs. You can also come and hang out with me too as well. So don't expect any like loud noises or me screaming my head off like other VTubers, you know, or doing some crazy shenanigans. You know, I'm usually very not that crazy, to be honest.
So we move on into the Google Doc here. So eventually they make this claim where they try to defend themselves by saying the stream was recorded on July 8th. However, they pass this on to their editor where then it would be a while where the video wouldn't be uploaded for about 2 weeks later. The video was live on July 20th, and the Google Doc released by the girls was released a few days before that. So it was released in between the time of her stream and the time her video went live, which is not a good excuse, by the way. I don't understand why she thinks that is a get out of jail free card, because that only makes it worse. You sat there on this drama video for almost 2 weeks before going live, and before you went live, you never checked to see if there was any updates. This is a really critical situation with super controversial topics. And
yeah, cause like even in the commentary channel, right? The commentary, like, I realized someone gifted me a sub on Ray's channel. Oh, really? And I never visited his Twitch once. So, like, specifically in the commentary channel, right? Is a Dark Lord the dark of all darks? We don't have a Dark Lord here, at least not to the moment. But like I said, it's back on the topic, right? Like, even in the commentary channels, right? When there's like news or any updates or so, like the whole Mr. Beast thing, right? That's been happening recently, right? All the commentary channels would update, you know, they would update like the following day or so, right, about the situation itself and add more information into the limelight, you know, especially when the Chris Tyson situation came out, right? There was more information that came out afterwards, right? It's just like people, other specific channels update, you know, if there's anything that has changed or anything like that, you know, if any of the situation happens like that specifically, you know. But like, oh, this one specifically, at least Cat Liente, you know, she really did not give an update specifically on the situation itself whatsoever. And then apparently she was like holding onto the video until like 2 weeks or so to upload it or something like that. So yeah.
And you didn't bother.
She could have just add like a commentary like part at the end of the video, and it would have been fine. You know, hey, you know, there's an update here. Is this, you know, when the video was up, you know. So Mr. Beast is in deep shit from two sides. The Ava situation and the cease and desist situation. Yeah, the cease and desist situation was kind of a little bit thing that I just heard about. That
to see if there was updates. That's why drama videos are so time sensitive. You can't sit on things for weeks and expect nothing to transpire between them. You didn't want to hear their side of the story because it didn't fit your.
That's true. When it for me specifically, right? When we watch specific like drama stuff, right? Depending on the specific drama itself, you know, I'll upload it like later this week. It'll be earlier this week, or usually I'll make the thumbnail during the same night and render the video that same night and then upload it or so, specifically later on or so, you know. Ex-Mr. Beast employees coming out in opposition of Jimmy.
Narrative. And on top of that, she got her sources at the time, as she admits in her Google Doc, from one other user's Google Doc. And this is the Google Doc that she relied on for everything, right? She trusted everything in this document. And to
That's the problem. You don't really rely your entire information on a single Google document, okay? You usually want to read it, take a look at it, and then look at the other, you know, because usually if they're going against someone else or so, right, the other person is gonna also make a Google document as well, and then they will show their side of the story. You know, that's why you usually, when it comes to this situation, you usually, you know, take a look at both sides of the story, not just one side. If you just take only one side of the story, man, the world would be in chaos right now, to be honest.
To give you an idea of how unserious all of this is, as I showed in the previous video, the files were named Bambi CP, listing members of the group and then attaching CP.
Looking at how Mr. Beast handled the situation, the Ava investigation probably came out as nothing wrong was found. We don't know. We gotta wait until that happens. I'd be curious if he actually talks about it, to be honest. I doubt he's gonna talk about it, though. I really doubt it.
The user of this created what they claim are folders containing CP, and then Kat went on stream and was opening folders labeled CP. And of course, the actual CP in question in many cases was stuff like this, where you have,
oh no, this is CP. Oh no, it looks like a fully grown woman, just in lingerie. That's it. That's it. In pretty sexy clothes. That's it. So this is why good journalists say get both sides of the story and a neutral party.
have Riri here, taking a selfie.
But they don't do that. They don't do that. You guys don't do that over here. That's the problem. So
That is supposedly illegal content. She's an adult in this photo. She's an adult releasing a picture. They believe this is CP. Like I said, this is completely unserious. And on top of that, she would use this document to accuse Bambi and other members of being racist. And she never looked into their accounts to discover that these VTubers in the group, they are black. So you're trying to claim someone.
That's the most craziest thing about it. If it like, wow, okay, so you're basically like judging the character that they're playing, right? Their VTuber persona, right? That they're playing, right? And one of them is like a white-skinned VTuber, and you're calling her racist or so because she uses the N-word, but in real life she's actually black. That is probably the most wildest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, to be honest. Like, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, really? Now we're judging. Okay, so if we're judging people by their skin tone on their VTuber, right? On their VTuber model, right? So then 100% Uki Violeta, who hates white people, right? You know, Uki hates white people specifically, right? But his VTuber model is white, so he's supposed to be white then, right? Is Uki Violeta supposed to be white because his VTuber model is white? So yeah, yeah, he doesn't like white people. If you go back or so, you can take a look at it. You can search it up on YouTube.
Is racist for giving an N-word pass or making jokes or using the N-word. You could have found this out without the other side releasing a Google Doc, by the way. You just didn't care to look into it before accusing them of all this stuff. And on top of that, she would address the claim that some people made. There's a screenshot that got a lot of attention on Twitter. You can see in the background, there is a submission to the electronic tip form on the FBI's website. And in my video, I said, I don't think that's Kat's submission. I think that's the person she is getting this Google Doc from and all of the supposed evidence, but she would address that and say, oh no, it's just the person who was making this Google.
Well, being an entertainer, hey man, don't ask me. You can take a look at it. The evidence is on YouTube right now. You can take a look at it. Search up Uki Violeta white people and you'll find it. So
Doc, which would make you think, why would you trust someone who is wasting federal resources on drawings in VTubers? That's ridiculous. What kind of a person does that? Would you trust their Google Doc and what they're trying to sell with their narrative? It's ridiculous. And I asked in replies, point blank, weeks ago, if Kat would actually denounce this. Wasting federal resources over...
Isn't Uki from Asia? I know... I've seen Uki Violeta's past life or so. I don't know where they're living now at the moment, but during the videos or so that I saw specifically from their past life, they do not live in Asia because they were in a suburban, they were like kind of in a suburban normal American neighborhood. It looks like it just looks like normal houses. That's why. So
for fictional content, and she still hasn't addressed that anywhere, not in the replies to me or in this Google Doc. And on top of that, it's not surprising when you make these serious allegations against someone that your community is going to go out and falsely...
So yeah, both accounts are suspended. I fucking knew it. I think he living in Canada. Oh, really? Okay. See, I told you. They both got suspended. Yeah, they both got banned or so. So, yeah. Both of their accounts are gone.
Report these people. Multiple VTubers in this group, after Kat released her video, were suspended on Twitter and they still aren't back. And here is another part of the Google Doc that she used to address the clips circulating, right? So she says this, I will admit my tone sounds very dismissive here and I apologize for that. I always have trouble with sounding too blunt and I will work harder to improve my tone so my intent comes across better. For full context, this clip was in response to my chat being worried if I'll be canceled for the video about the lollipuffs. I wanted to reassure my community I'll be fine, and stated that I had already had the entirety of Gideon's fan base come after me in the past for saying he was in the wrong for hate rating Pokimane, so I had used Gideon as a comparison, stating that his fan base wasn't able to deplatform me and that they shouldn't worry for my sake. My full intention was to reassure my community I'd be fine for them to stop worrying. So let me replay that clip and let's see if this was just an attempt to reassure the community that everything is fine, and definitely not an attempt to really mock the
Here we go, here we go,
VTuber
here we
in
go, here we
question.
go, here we go, chat.
Gio, I've been lurking for a while, and I don't know if you mentioned this yet. I haven't talked about the lollipop stuff. I will not talk about it on stream because I'm probably gonna make a second video about it. But my Twitch will get banned if I talk about it on stream due to how sensitive the topics are. So I'm gonna record it off stream. Didn't know if you mentioned, but worried with all the people that are with the lollipop group or organizing a mass report raid. Yeah, what are they gonna do? Mass report me? Nice try. I've already... Look, I'm gonna be fully honest, and this is gonna be mean. They're not big enough to put a dent in me.
Dude, that is the most egotistical thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh, they're not big enough to put a dent on me. Dude, that is the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my entire life, to be honest. She doesn't even have that many subscribers either. And she has this massive ego of saying, oh yeah, you know, they're not gonna put a dent on me, you know. It's like basically me having like 2K subscribers, right? And then like saying the same thing to be like, oh, you know, some other channel, right? Specifically like, oh, I'm too big enough. They won't put a dent on me. Dude, that is the she doesn't have that many subscribers, so dude, no, like, no way, dude. She ain't no Mr. Beast. Yeah, their forehead is not big. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is the most craziest thing. Also, there was another thing too that I also called out to as well that she did.
To be honest, okay, I've already called out Gideon, and I had the entirety of Gideon's Stan fan base mass report me. So that their little lolly accounts is not gonna put a dent into me.
So I think,
dude, that is the most craziest claim I've ever heard in my... Dude, that is such a massive ego, to be honest. I'm just waiting for her. I'm literally waiting for her to like make a mistake or so and trying to call out a bigger content creator. And then I'm curious to see if she'll get smacked around or something and knock down a peg or two, you know. Be a little bit humble yourself, okay? All right? Don't forget where you came from, all right?
her previous explanation in the Google Doc
Curse
is
in 2
just
times
as
speed.
disingenuous as this next one, where she says that she doesn't condone harassment, and she admits that she was in the wrong for making a crude joke during her stream, where she said sometimes harassment is okay. For context, during that portion of her stream, she was labeling, based on context, she was labeling the VTuber group as child predators.
Dude, that to be honest, the way how she was doing it, so did not felt like it was a joke. It was a pretty terrible joke in my personal opinion. It probably laid flat so hard, to be honest. She should try bigger fish. I should just Gura. Yeah, she should go after Gura. Yeah, 100%. Let's see how that works.
And then she said, in that case, it's okay to harass them. As always, when people say, oh, these crazy things are crude jokes,
it's just a prank, bro. I feel like that excuse gets so fucking old and so used up when they get caught or so, getting called out or so for their actions. They're like, no, it was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank. I was just messing around. I was just joking. And I'm just like, but it wasn't really a good joke. It was pretty terrible to be. And the way how you sound or so did not sound like a joke, to be honest, you know? It's just a prank, bro.
Explain to me where the punchline is. You slandered them and then said it's okay to harass them based on that. What part of that is supposed to be funny?
Me personally, I don't condone any harassment whatsoever. I don't care. I do not condone any harassment. And if you're from my community specifically doing harassment, so after watching these specific videos, you know, I'd be like, hey man, you're not part of my community, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really condone it, you know. But like I said, I don't control everybody in the community, right? You know, that's your decision, right? You did that, you know, that's all on you. I'm not the one who's responsible for it, so.
It's just like with the Trump assassination attempt, statements people were making, wishing that he was actually harmed and things like that, and then trying to say, oh, that was just jokes. Again, what is—
Dude, the VTuber community saying those like statements or so about like the Donald Trump thing of getting shot or so were the most wildest shit I've ever seen in my entire life, to be honest. It is probably the most wildest thing I've ever seen ever. Like it's crazy in my personal opinion. These VTubers are so like they definitely went like what Rev always says, mask off, you know. That's why me personally, I'm just like, man, you guys actually watch these VTubers? Like, there are some people who actually watch these VTubers and support them, and they say these wild things or so on Twitter or so that is public or so to everyone to see. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is the most craziest thing I've ever seen. They did go. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You'll never see me do something like that. That's so stupid. Like I may not like any of the political like groups that you guys have here specifically, but it's not like I'm gonna say something stupid, right? Because at the end of the day, right, I don't care about politics. Okay, I really don't. I only made like one video or so on a politic thing, and I got like some comment section saying, "Huh, it kind of looks like you're politic and you're speaking about your politics side. What side you're on? You know, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "No, I'm not, dude. No, I'm not. Like I don't really care. I don't really care who wins, if it's Republican or Democrats. I don't really care who wins. Okay, it's not my thing. Okay, I got a lot of shit that I'm right now at the moment that I'm fucking worrying about. And at the end of the day, right, there really hasn't, like, at least for like what the past couple of years or so, there really hasn't been a really good like actual leadership, you know, that kind of like helps, you know, the poor class, you know, the poor class, because that's where I'm at. You know, so you know, so it's just kind of like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't see any improvement. So, you know, unless like I get some improvement or so with my daily poor not life, you know, I'll be okay, you know. On the positive, because of the mask off, sound off, I noticed who said what and avoid them. Yeah, no joke. After like learning these specific VTubers saying these things about the whole Donald Trump thing, I was like, now you guys can kind of see why I don't associate with the VTuber community. Now you kind of understand why I don't associate with the VTuber community. I may be a VTuber, but I don't associate with the VTuber community. So I'm just saying.
Is the punchline. Same with this situation. But overall, this is, in my opinion, damage control that is too late. I wrote this in response on Twitter. I said you had over 2 weeks to do this, and this is what you came out saying. You basically doubled down and ignored context again. You've had nearly a month to look through.
Dude, that is the most craziest thing, that this person waited like almost two to 3 weeks or so to make a response about the whole lolly thing or so, right? The lolly video that she made or so. So Naga's too mature for these for these VTube kids. Yeah, it's because like a lot of these younger generations grew up with the internet, right? I didn't grow up with the internet. I actually grew up with life or so, going outside, you know, hanging out with friends outside, working in a hard-working job, you know. And, you know, doing the actual struggles, you know. Like I even had to, even there was a point that I worked 2 jobs too as well. It didn't last very long because I couldn't handle it or so, because it was just too overwhelming for me. So, but I did 2 jobs for a good while or so. But I couldn't do it or so, because it was just too much pressure or so, specifically because like I was the oldest one in the family or so. I had to like support Mama Azathoth or so. It was just getting too much, you know. It was honestly getting like I was getting a little bit overwhelmed handling 2 jobs or so, because I technically only had like 1 day off or so, and I was kind of like losing my mind or so of having that 1 day off. So, bro, my 90s kids, I got my first smartphone when I was 15. I didn't get a phone until like, I don't even know, way later or so. Having a normal lifestyle challenge impossible for VTweeters. Sometimes I think why Moist Critical even made those statements is because of the results of him not going outside and socializing often.
Through the situation, and you're still missing critical facts. Your narrative
touching grass on what? What was the wild
to fit your own agenda, and it's obvious.
It's because the internet was expensive back then. That's why. Because you know, that's it.
And she would actually have the nerve to quote me. And
whoa, she actually quoted him? Wait. This is also one criticism I forgot to address. I am on vacation. I have been for 2 weeks. I pre-filmed 3 to 4 weeks of video because I am on vacation. My daily tweets going out are pre-scheduled for a month in advance because I am on vacation. It also says in my Twitter nickname that I am on vacation. Although I did leave earlier than July 27th, the date listed. Interesting.
Say this. This is also one criticism I forgot to address. I am on vacation. I have been for 2 weeks. I pre-filmed 3 to 4 weeks of videos because I am on vacation. My daily tweets going out pre-scheduled for a month in advance because I am on vacation. Did you guys get that? Did you hear that she's on vacation? She said it 3 times in one tweet. This is a terrible excuse, by the way. And she also adds that her Twitter nickname, which says July 27th to August 12th, was supposed to be the timeline, but she says here that she actually left earlier, which doesn't really help. And as I'll point out here, she said she scheduled her tweets. You can't schedule replies. Here is a section of replies she has made from July 23rd. Here's when July 23rd, the 24th, the 27th, the 30th, the 31st, and so on and so forth.
You may be on vacation, but it looks like you're definitely are replying on certain things or so. I'm just saying, you know. I'm like, you can't do a tweet. You can't do a tweet. You can't, you know, and at your hotel, you know, when it's nighttime, you can't just sit down on your bed and tweet out or so and be like, hey guys, you know, blah, blah, blah. I want to address the situation or something. You can't do that. Is that too much? Is that too hard to do or something like that now? Is it really that hard to do that these days? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really check Twitter. So if I'm on vacation, you're not gonna hear anything from me. None of my social medias, none of my YouTube. Maybe Discord if I manage to get if I get a connection or so. If I manage to get some service or so, then yeah, on Discord. That's about it though. Like that's the only time you'll ever see me. I'm never on Twitter. So if I'm like on vacation or anything like that, so I'm just saying.
She has been active on Twitter while acting like she's not there at all, where she just has these scheduled tweets. Like I said, you can't schedule replies to tweets to other people's tweets, especially when they're made.
It's pre-scheduled tweets. Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Yeah, they're totally pre-scheduled.
During this time, she was supposedly gone. How would she pre-schedule a reply to a tweet that wasn't even made yet? It's ridiculous. And on top of that, she would go further and even reply on the 26th to another user who was talking about one of her videos. And she basically says that she's going to work on a new thumbnail and tweak the mistakes in that video.
What the? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Question: if it's about the art, why did you block all the victims? Sick fucking work. Sugar's sick. Having an entire video taken down exposing an abuser and then blocking all the victims is crazy, isn't it? Don't worry, the video is going back up tomorrow with a new thumbnail, and I'm uploading the full VOD on an alt channel. It was my bad though. I falsely assumed the dog was actually part of his model. I don't know why. Well, she says she left on July 27th, right? But then but the funny thing about that specific tweet, right? It's on July 26th that she decided to reply to it, right? Didn't she say that she left earlier or so to Japan or / Korea or so? So it's just like, how is that even possible that you made a thumbnail and you're uploading or so on the... Unless you made it like three days before, you know? But then like... I don't know, man.
So she is active on social media.
Because I know there is schedule loading or so, like schedule uploading or so on YouTube, right? Because I know that for a fact because I do it as well. I upload any of the stuff that I react or so. I'll upload it throughout the entire week or so. Sometimes there'll be 2 videos depending like how hot is the stuff or so, right? Or if it's like just major like major news or so, or any updates or so, like major updates on anything that's crazy or wild or so, right? Like if it's the Mr. Beast, right? I'll definitely upload it usually later that day or so, or the next following day technically. So
even willing to fix mistakes in videos, but she didn't have time.
Schedule a thumbnail.
Video in question here involving the Lollipop Girls.
I make the thumbnails and then you just put it while the videos has the you know, because I usually upload at like 4 p.m. PST standard time or so, right? That's usually the time I upload the it's usually scheduled the upload or so. Depending if I have another video specifically, the next video will probably be uploaded at like 8 p.m. PST. So
it's crazy. And on top of that, she has released about a dozen videos, which she said were pre-planned, which I think they were, right? I think these videos were recorded weeks ago, and now she's slowly scheduling them and releasing them over the past couple of weeks. However, these are drama videos. You can't do that, especially when there's developments and you're not adjusting your content accordingly. On top of that, she has been active on YouTube. It's not just scheduling videos.
Whoa. She's been active on YouTube? What?
You look around, you can see a comment 10 days ago. She hearted this. You see on this video she uploaded 2 weeks ago, 13 days ago. She pinned the comment and added more context to what she was talking about. Here's another example from a video from 1 week ago, where down here, she's replying to a various thread. And here's another one where she's replying to a video she uploaded 6 days ago in some comments, where someone makes a correction about some of the content in her video. And she says, "Oh, thank you so much for the clarification 5 days ago." She has been active on YouTube this whole time. And you can see
I see. It's funny. Most of the times, my replies are so when I try to talk to people or so on my YouTube channel. It's kind of a little bit sporadic. It's kind of a little bit random. It kind of really depends. Usually on Thursday, I usually get the chance to take a look at my comment sections, read through them, because sometimes they'll give me like a paragraph or so to read. Because I try to read everyone's comments as best as I can, or try to like summarize scheduled reply. Yeah. These replies are scheduled. They're scheduled, guys. Every single reply here are scheduled at a specific time and a specific date. But yeah, no, nonetheless though, like usually Thursdays, sometimes Fridays is where I reply to all the people who commented or so on the video for the week or so. And then sometimes I'll do it while I'm like streaming, when I'm doing my VTubing business or so, right? Sometimes, not all the times, because I'm usually focusing on rendering another video or making a thumbnail for another video. So yeah.
right here, adding on to that, this video she made from 2 weeks ago, the main video
Tell a
we're
life
talking
story
about,
comment section.
is dislike bombed into oblivion. In fact, all of the top comments are roasting it and correcting misinformation. How is she not?
Let me see. The drama has already been settled, and your so-called fans went and attacked the VTubers, and now two VTubers from the group got suspended after that video was uploaded, most likely due to harassment, and this goes against TOS. Of course, you wouldn't know that since you didn't even read or research the whole drama. Ironic. Prime example of a tourist and people who wants to slander. Try going after a bigger VTuber and see you come out on top. Oh wait, you're too chicken to do so, Lamau. One-sided story. You would failed as a journalist. Remember, they could not put a dent in my career. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is the most wildest statement I've ever heard of a small YouTuber ever say that, to be honest. It's like they couldn't put a dent in my career.
Not been aware of this the whole time. And she keeps using this excuse, I'm on vacation. That's not an excuse. You're a content creator making drama videos. You can't just go MIA for 2 weeks and say, well, whatever happens, because I'm on vacation. That's ridiculous. That's not a valid excuse. And I'm sorry, unless you're like the CEO of a company or something, how do you not have time to write that Google Doc that took probably 30 minutes? Or how do you not have 5 seconds to private the video? How do you not have 5 seconds to even change the title? It's still there. Everything's still there. No clarification, no pinned comment, nothing. It's just completely untouched. And on top of that, she would go further saying, I'm responding now because I have free time. I'm just saying I didn't even have time to put a signature down on a very important contract that I've already approved prior to this trip. Talking about the situation requires nuance and more time than a simple signature, and I didn't even have time for that. No offense, if you don't have time to make a signature, I don't think you have time to go on vacation for 2 weeks. That just makes no sense. How do you not make a time? What are you going on vacation? And
I'm responding now because I finally have free time. I'm just saying I didn't even have time to put a signature down on a very important contract that I've already approved prior to this trip. Talking about the situation requires nuance and more time than a simple signature, and I didn't even have time for that.
And taking the role of the President of the United States? How are you that busy? You don't have 5 minutes to correct things going on with your channel. A genuine crisis with one of your videos that's caused people to get harassed by the misinformation contained within it. And this whole idea of talking about the situation requires nuance.
Yeah, if I make a mistake or so or something like that, right, on a certain like drama or anything like that, of course I'll take amends to it. I'll make like a following update video or so or something like that. Like I usually do it. I was at Eva. He had the time to respond. Oh yeah, you're right. You're true. Oh my god, I forgot about that too.
So why did you make the video in the first place? If it required so much nuance, why did you do it in the first place? Because clearly you didn't have all the facts. It was fine back then, but now you can't make a response because there's suddenly so much nuance that is required. But for now, that's pretty much all I have to say about this situation. Obviously very frustrating, and I think this has been handled very, very poorly, and a lot of excuses have been made, but a lot of them are easily disprovable excuses that Kat's been trying to make. But like I said, that's gonna do it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics.
That's crazy in my personal opinion. I honestly, I was actually not expecting a response or anything like that, right? From cats or so, right? I was not expecting any response specifically from this person from the whole thing. I thought she was just gonna not talk about it or anything. But she did say she was gonna make like a follow-up video, I don't think she did make up a follow-up video, at least not to my knowledge, right? I know for a fact she did not make a follow-up video. Let me see. Let's take a look real quick. She only has like 61K subscribers. That's it, You can see her right here. She's not a big YouTuber, okay? All right? I'll be honest with you. She's not a big YouTuber. She's kind of like let's see. She didn't really make a follow-up like a follow-up kind of thing, It's just kind of like that's kind of like it. So I'm gonna be honest with you, this person makes a lot of like AI videos, They make a lot of like specific like AI right here, some kind of form of AI right here, AI right here, AI right here. Let's see. AI right here, Yes, there's a lot of, she makes a lot of like AI stuff. Hey Eric, how you doing there, hon? Shameful, not even 100 and she got a big head. Yeah, she does. She really does have a big ego. She has like a massive ego for her to say like, oh yeah, like specifically that like, oh, they're not gonna put a dent in my career, I think she was waiting for the drama to die down, then she makes it in response, but I guess she underestimated the situation. I guess so, but like, I'm like, but come on, dude. Yeah, we saw a bit of the video for this one because I was trying to look up herself for the specific reason. I want to see this. I want to take a look at like a little bit of this one to see what's going on with this one because I know this VTuber. That's why. But anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe. Do all that fancy, jazzy stuff. To be honest, it took her like 2 weeks, almost like 3 weeks or so for her to respond. Respond to the situation of the lolly thing or so. They got 2 accounts suspended. And to be honest, kind of crazy in my personal opinion. Kind of crazy. And also another thing too as well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're using AI as a concept design for your drawing or so, it's not really a big deal, to be honest. But hey, you know what? That's just my opinion at the end of the day. Okay. Well, anyways, that should be the end of the video. I'm gonna go start a hate raid towards a lolly group, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.